Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Talitha. I am Travis. It is Thursday.
It's Wednesday! The very first day of January 2025, people.
Ugh, that sounds weird when you say that. 2020.
2025.
Like 2016.
Don't forget, if you're not able to watch AEW Dynamite on normal cable,
you can watch it on Max.
If you have a streaming service of Max, you can watch it live on there as well.
Let's make wrestling great.
And as hopefully everybody has known or saw or figured out, that old guy that looks
Jeff
like he
Jarrett
has problems.
Jeff Jarrett is going to have an announcement tonight.
Came back, and he is back wrestling with the FTR. I guess they're a group of people now, because they're all together in their togetherness.
Rated FTR.
Yeah, so FTR is no longer just themselves. They have to share their name with that has-been old man guy that everybody likes. Mr. Copeland. Anyways, Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody had a good New Year's night and didn't do anything too crazy. Stayed out of trouble.
Try to stay out of trouble for the year, if you can.
We do have some people in the chat. We have Walter with us. Sophie is with us. Rebecca is with us. Picola's out there. Ravi and Harley. Good to see all you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Wednesday night. Walter says, hi, Travis and Daphne. Happy New Year. AEW Dynamite's good match. No bingo until next Wednesday. Yeah, that's what you mentioned. Give yourself a break for the New Year's. Walter says at 9 he's going, but Monday I'll be here for Raw and Friday for Smacketh the Downeth.
Smacketh them down.
Walter, you're back to hanging out with us on Friday nights, huh? Done with watching movies? Sophie says, hi, people. Netflix does have some Raw episodes and some pay-per-views, but not that many. And it sounds like every month Netflix will add more episodes of Raw. Netflix does have 2 new WWE shows that is hosted by Big E. The WWE doesn't have any house shows for
2025.
Doesn't have any live events for 2 months because their first house show will be when they start their UK tour in March.
Nice.
Rebecca says, Happy New Year, Soph, and Piccola said, yo. Ravi says, what is up? Piccola says, Pledge has returned. And Ravi says, 25 already, you could have warned us the year changed. Why would I warn anybody? That's your own problem. Harley says, Happy New Year's. And Sophie says, but it sounds like not every episode of Dynamite or their pay-per-views isn't on Max. Sophie says, Happy New Year. And then Ravi says, yeah, got cranked up.
I'm watching it on Max right now.
And Piccola says, Happy New Year's, everyone. Rebecca says, will you still stream Raw even though it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll still be here for it, unfortunately. Now we have a fight between the people that thought that they wouldn't have to fight ever again.
All right, out. Look at that. He went right for the orange punch. Uh-oh. We're going to get some indie wrestling stuff. Some back and forth.
If you missed the pay-per-view,
the crowd will be cheering here in a second.
These guys fought each other in the pay-per-view for the championship.
They did.
So.
Along with Jay White and the champion himself.
Yeah. And that's where Mr. Pledge returned, by the way. Oh, and Kenny Omega came back.
Kenny Omega is back. It's about damn time.
More as a vice president, executive, whatever thing.
Role.
Took the place of
Chris Daniels.
What?
Chris Daniels.
Chris Daniels.
Ooh, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's been getting in better shape. He's all shredded. It looks funny on him because he has no muscle, but he has muscle now. But he's just really thin.
Right.
Like an Ethiopian.
If you're in the States and you were excited about college football, you did have some bowl games today.
3. One was canceled because of a terrorist attack.
It has so far just been delayed until tomorrow.
Because it happened in New Orleans.
Yes.
And there may be another one in Vegas with a Tesla.
No. I don't think that's anything. I think it just blew up. I don't think that was terrorism. Picola says, Happy New Year's, everyone. And Rebecca says, oh, read those. Sophie says, what did you guys do for New Year's? We watched movies.
Watched a couple movies. Don't remember what they were. Shrek. Right?
Project X, Shrek.
Yeah, Project
Borderlands.
X and Borderlands. We're trying to make it loud so the puppy wouldn't hear fireworks.
Prince of Persia.
Yeah. We watched 4 movies.
Mm-hmm. We watched a lot of movies.
I guess I was up till like 3.
Yeah, we were up pretty late. Robbie says 2 hours of Raw is enough for me. Don't need a Big E show to watch as well, right?
It's 3 hours now.
Harley says, sorry, I haven't been around lately. Was sick with pneumonia and dealing with some personal stuff. Don't worry about it, Harley. Glad you're feeling a little bit better.
Life happens. It's all right.
And Picola says Kenny will arrive at the Russell Dynasty on January 5th.
Yes. The big old Japanese tour that
Russell
they do.
Dynasty. Dun, dun, dun. Chris O'Connor's in the chat. Hey, Chris says, hey, guys. Hey, Chris. Hopefully you had a good Christmas and a good New Year's.
Yeah.
Picola says, absolutely sad, but New Orleans is never safe. True. Sophie says, I have seen around the internet a lot of people are only getting Netflix just to watch Raw. Chris says, I think this Toni Storm storyline is her acting as Toni Storm, so she is still actually timeless. Don't have my hopes up, though. Robbie says, any new title changes?
No.
For AEW stuff? No. None of the television championships nor the major championship stuff changed to anybody.
Mm-mm. We're the World Tag Team Champions. I can't even remember.
I know the trios champions are Pac,
They still
Claudio, and what's his face?
Wheeler.
Maybe.
I feel like that would have won away by now. Oh, wow. He completely caught him.
Who is that?
It's not the Guns. It's not the Acclaimed.
It's
not
Private
the
Party.
FTR. Oh, yeah.
It's Private Party. Vindicator is in the chat as well. Hey, Vin. Happy New Year. Good to see ya. Says it's 95 and we're broadcasting on other people's dime and I'm ready to turn this chat upside down. But really, Happy New Year, everyone. Picola says not too many peeps in the chat follow New Japan, but Wrestle Kingdom is what Tony wants to book in the U.S. Interesting.
Be fun.
Sophie says with no house shows for the WWE for 2 months, that means the talent get more time with their families, unlike before when they are on the road 24/7.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Well, that really sucks for all those people out there that's something that they wanted to do in the new year.
The fans.
Yeah, we don't care about our fan base anymore. Why would we when we're making buco money doing something else, right? Travis says also AEW Collision on February 20th here in Houston. I might go.
That's a good idea.
$80 for floor seats ain't bad, but the show is bad, so does it make sense to go some VIP AEW $300?
It might be.
Well, let's put it this way, Chris.
I mean, they're pretty fun to watch.
How many other chances are you going to get for an opportunity where it's this close to you that you can actually go? And it's far enough away that you could save money to go. And it might be better in person than it is watching it on the television. I have that feeling about a lot of stuff. Such as football games, baseball games, not basketball, because basketball just looks stupid anyways. But wrestling events, stuff like that. And the only reason why I say that is because I remember in high school going to like our local college's games or our high school games and like big domes. And it was just a completely different experience than like watching stuff on the TV. And so, and you've been to shows, Chris, so you know it's a different experience, so you might like it. I don't know how many AEW venues you've gone to, though. I know you've definitely gone to some WWE ones, but I don't know about others.
I think it'd be fun, and plus it depends on who's going to be on the show. Might get some pretty girls.
Ravi saying, we're comment, oh, Disney not for me, but fairs if you like it. Okay. Sophie says, did you hear if you are born between 25 and 35, you will be called Generation Beta? Ravi says, I have a whole heap of 24 films on my box. Nice. Sophie says, Amos won a championship in promos wrestling Noah in Japan.
Big old Moss.
Everbless is in the chat. Says, yo, yo. Hey, Everbless. Happy 2025. Happy New Year to you as well. Vindicator says, hey, Travi Trav. Just curious. What? If you remember The Godfather, not the movie, but the wrestler.
Yes.
And were you a fan?
Yeah. The Ho Train was pretty fun. I didn't really much care for him as a wrestler, but I liked the showmanship.
I like his character and what he did. Thomas is in the chat as well. Says, hey guys, what's up? Not much, Thomas. Happy New Year. Good to see you tonight. Somebody says pro wrestling Noah. I meant. That's alright. It works. Chris says Penta Netflix. Everbless says, guys, did you hear Goldberg might show up for Raw on Netflix?
That'd be cool.
They're just getting desperate for people to actually watch it at this point. Sophie says all the WWE talent are happy that they don't have any house shows until March. Robbie says, D, you're the target audience that they are aiming for. Who are they? Sophie says Bernie Mac show. Rob was in Houston on Monday. Picola says, if you're in Houston, then plenty of indie promotions, and every now and then you see a big name pop in on the card. That's cool. Sophie says sometimes being at a wrestling event live is sometimes hard to see everything, unlike when you watch it at home.
Right, of course.
Well, yeah, you just can't be on your phone. You have to actually pay attention. Chris says, yeah, I went to AEW. They came last year. I had touched Orange Cassidy. You know, the way he sticks out hand out to the crowd. That's right. I remember you had went, but I couldn't remember if it was an AEW show that you'd been to. Or maybe cool to go again, right?
Big old DDT.
Pico says, I've been to a handful of live. It's always entertaining. And Sophie says, for some reason, Houston doesn't get that many wrestling events like other places do. The fuck ever, they get lots of them.
They were there Monday.
Yeah. WWE was there Monday, so they get a lot of shit. Rebecca says, what's your AEW snack? Travis is eating berries, and I'm eating pistachios.
Mishmash meal.
Mishmash meals.
Old AE dub.
Chris says also lots of motherfuckers catcalling to Soraya and Sky Blue. It's normal. We've got Richard in the chat. Hey, Richard says, roll a fatty for Pimp Daddy. Robbie says, AEW seemed to enjoy the pay-per-view. That's any sporting event. Yeah, Pickle, it's true.
I just love to feed off the crowd. When they get all excited and you're excited. And it makes it feel more important.
True.
If I'd have been at the Texas-Arizona State game today, I would have lost myself.
It was horrible. Like, that whole game was just pins and needles. Crazy. Arizona forgot that they were actually playing football that day.
They could have won that game by 25 points.
They could have. Oh no, is he going to win? He does.
Wow.
They threw Orange Cassidy under the bus now. He's done. Some says baseball is a lot easier to watch it live than it is on TV.
Yes.
Robbie says most sporting events are better live. Well, of course.
I like to score baseball games with a scorecard, and it makes it way funner.
Chris says, man, I was standing across barricade Soraya on the other side. I looked at her. Goddamn, being close to her is something else. I had to keep my eyes from looking elsewhere. So he says, when I was at the Rumble Live, it was hard to see the ring. I mean, it would depend on, you know, what seating you got. Sophie, I could see where it would be hard. But AEW venues are pretty small, so. Why are we beating up the Daniels guy?
He got his face.
Vindicator says, so are you guys going to stream that Russell Dynasty pay-per-view? No.
It'll be on in the morning. I'm pretty sure it'll be on like at 2 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't know enough about it.
Sophie says, but every NXT takeover is on Netflix, though.
Yeah, nice.
Interesting. That's weird.
Not on Peacock then, huh?
Robbie says, when I went to football in the UK, singing chants is as cool as the game is going.
Oh, I bet.
Pickle says that 202 game earlier was awesome.
What was the name of that wrestling thing?
Wrestle Dynasty. Wrestle Dynasty.
Tell us how it makes you feel, buddy.
We can't do it even justice saying it.
Oh, I guess it's not. I mean, it's still pretty late, but.
But yeah, Piccolo, it's not that game wasn't awesome or good, but the problem of it is that Arizona literally fucked around the whole time until like the last quarter of the game, and then all of a sudden they got to fire up their butthole that they needed to get points on the board. It was just weird.
Looks like it starts about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Scissor me, daddy.
Bowens will be fine. Chris says, but this year we have Harley Cameron to look at.
Yes.
Vindicator says, really 3-year-old Buddy Hangman got the win. Will you start to like him again? Maybe more in 25? No. No. No, I do not bandwagon.
What?
No matter what, no matter anything he does or changes, I will not be liking that person.
All right, who's it?
People was surprised because he didn't know that Arizona State was that good.
They weren't.
They weren't that good.
They were ranked 12th. They just happened to win their division, so they got a bye.
So he says sometimes when you are at the baseball game, the games go by faster than it does on TV.
Yeah.
So he also asked, did you hear about Aaron Rodgers?
What happened to him?
No.
What kind of things did Aaron
What
Rodgers
did he do?
Did he say something?
Rebecca says on Saturday, me and my niece are having a birthday. She was born my day. Aw.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome, Rebecca. Happy early birthday. Chris says hopefully Tyra Valkyrie will be there at that show.
Yeah.
It will be AEW Collision show. Robbie retracted his message. He didn't like it. And then Nicator says, by the way, do you guys use Pi to block ads? Because I keep seeing endless amount of ads for it.
Pi. I don't know what that is.
Apparently we don't.
I don't even know if I've seen an ad yet. Has there been a commercial?
Yeah, they had an ad. A little bit. It was a tax ad. Sophie says I go to live events, but it is harder when I don't have any friends to go with.
Yes.
Chris says figures as we get all the peaches, you know. Yeah. Sophie says it is kind of weird how fast certain things are much faster live than it does when you watch on TV.
Yes.
My sister just eloped. I just found out today.
Nice.
Do you know who she got married to at least? Vindicator says AEW Revolution logo is butt ugly. Why the hell did I change it? So dumb.
Who knows?
I have no idea.
You know, it's great to put Bobby on your show. I really appreciate them doing that. But not against this team at this point. It's fucking just terrible booking. It's Bobby Lashley.
Uh-huh.
Needs to be a little bit of a story, and which there's not, and he should be running through these guys. And I like the Acclaimed. Listen.
Pico says you guys might actually be on par with watching this on cable. I know, crazy.
Yeah, not so far behind.
Robbie,
I know I was excited when I heard that it was going to Max. I was like, really?
Right.
Shelton Benjamin just beating the shit out of him. What's Bowen's gonna do?
Robbie says big up the Scissor Crew. Sophie says that's good you don't go on the bandwagon like most people do.
Yeah, I've never been to bandwagoner.
Sophie says Aaron Rodgers is getting released or something.
Makes sense. I think his contract next year is something like 112 million or something. It was some ridiculous number.
Not surprising. Robbie says Russell Dynasty sounds like it won't get many viewers. Chris says we could get snow next week. Lucky for you in Texas, Chris. Everybody will forget how to drive. That's weird.
Yeah, he could be out the door after Sunday. Could.
What out the
He
door?
could.
Aaron?
Yeah, just leave.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, but who the fuck wants to play for the Jets anyways? And there's plenty of teams that could use him if he wants to still play.
Yeah.
Plenty of I mean, I could name you fucking probably 25 teams that would be better with him. Miami. The Dolphins. Not that
I don't really like Aaron Rodgers, and
No.
I wouldn't wish him on any team personally, but...
But the Dolphins would be in the playoffs.
They might. Vindicator says, Travis, you think Shelton has become as jacked as Bobby since they both left that other godforsaken place?
No. I mean, he still looks good, though. But he's no Bobby.
Robbie's like, what's that, cream pie? Yeah. Bronson's in the chat. Hey, Bronson says, how are you guys doing? Great, Bronson, how are you? Happy New Year. Hopefully you had a good night.
Watching wrestling on the first day of the year. What's the last day of the year? Do we know?
No.
I haven't looked.
Tigola says those may be a decent match. Duffy says, when I go to WWE TV or pay-per-views, they are much faster when they are on TV.
The last day of the year is also going to be a Wednesday.
Weird.
That's kind of cool. Meaning AEW going in and going out. Will they actually have a live show, though? It's over. The Hurt Lock. He don't even care about his buddy anymore.
He hates him.
What a dickweed. The old Hurt Syndicate.
They shouldn't be a tag team at all, but whatever.
Yeah, Bobby shouldn't be a tag team, dude. He should be a singles wrestler. They should bring somebody else in, like, say, even Swerve, to wrestle with Shelton to be tag team champions, and let Bobby be a singles.
Don't do that to Swerve.
I'm just saying somebody else.
He was a champion, Travis. How dare you?
Just saying a name. There's others.
Just because he came up on the TV.
I said it before he came on.
Put Keith Lee with him.
Keith Lee is, probably a goner.
Oh, I showed you a picture of him still alive.
Was he, though? It would look like a picture. She could have had him stuffed.
That's true. He could have been like a cutout.
Mm-hmm.
Or an AI.
Did you want a fur coat? Would you wear it around like that?
Maybe.
It's pretty badass. No shirt, nothing, just walk around.
If I was small like my mom, I'd have fur coats. Like real ones.
Happy New Year!
There's your ad.
41 to 21.
Well,
it's all good.
You got your wish?
Yeah, I just wanted Oregon out. Now I don't really have a horse in the race. I mean, probably Georgia, I guess, would be my team now. It'd be cool if Notre Dame could somehow pull it off, but I doubt they're going to beat Georgia. Notre Dame. Georgia against Penn State. I'm sorry, Penn State. That you used to exist as a college program. Until you turned into P. Diddy University.
Oh, no.
They were P. Diddy University before P. Diddy was known for having a child, whatever that's called, preference. Fetish.
Mm-hmm.
Last year I had a mental breakdown. This year I won. I just love giving it to Oregon.
People etc. Those may be a decent match. And Sophie says, when I go to WWE or TV pay-per-views, they're much faster than they are in TV.
Yes.
People says, bruh, new phone messes up my dang texting. Oh, you had a new phone, huh? Robbie says, it's a new build and something to get your teeth into. Sophie says, with my phone, whenever it goes in my pocket, it presses random buttons, and I don't know it until I take it out of my pocket. Robbie says, D, always a bandwagoner. Do let her fool you. And Pico says, Bobbles is acting like TNA Lashley, more action than talk. Bronson says today would have been Vern Troyer's 56th birthday. Vern Troyer plays Mini-Me in the Austin Powers movies. He passed away on April 21st, 2018.
I didn't know he was passed. That dude was a crazy human being.
He was.
Like, I used to watch him on that, like, when they put him all in that house. And he would just sit there on his cart and just piss on the floor. And shit. Just, like, he didn't care. He was always drunk and stuff. It's like, oh my god.
Yep.
But yes, I loved Mini-Me. Austin Powers trilogy is the greatest thing that's ever happened to television. Oh, it's Jamie Hayter time. So is Jamie Hayter going to start the year out 1-0, or is Julia Hart gonna be 1-0?
So that's one good thing about living in Florida. We don't have to worry about snow. We only have to worry about hurricanes.
So she's got McKenna's hair, or McKenna's got her hair. Have you noticed it? Mm-hmm. How it's parted in the middle, and she has the bangs that kind of fluff in and out. Mm-hmm. I noticed that on Christmas. I was like, looking like Jamie Hayter.
That's funny. Robbie says, so this match, anything happening? Not really. It kind of ended. Robbie says, Dolphins, are they still overrated? What? Overrated?
No, God, no, they're not rated.
Sophie says, a couple days ago, it was the 5-year anniversary of Bobby Lashley-Lana wedding that featured Liv as a lesbian for a week or two. Pico is like, And Chris said, started collecting Pokemon cards, now got Charizard. Everyone always wants, but now there is a gold Pikachu that's worth $400. People reselling for $1,200.
Nice.
Wow. Vindicator says, wouldn't be surprised if a lot of brand new Netflix subscriptions get canceled after 1 week since Phillip Brooks won't be on there, but once every blue moon. Robbie says, will Bob and Co. be a big deal in AEW?
She's still in House of Black, they just said. That's crazy.
That's alright, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Just didn't know that she was still part of that.
I figured she was. People's like story. Sophie says, wasn't that Bobby's sister in that awful Raw segment? I have no idea.
I don't remember.
Rob's like, nah, Bob's tag team works well. Sophie says today marks 6 years since they officially announced AEW. And Piccola says, yikes, Mock's wifey probably taking a short sabbatical. And Robbie says, I wondered what she was doing, LOL. Sophie says, oh, that's right, college basketball is also on. Is it?
It's college basketball season. I don't start watching that shit until, like,
the
March.
end, right? When it, like, means something.
Right.
Like, who cares before?
The tournaments.
Right? Bronson says Vern Troyer also plays Grip Hook, who is one of the goblins from Gringotts Bank in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Is that true? I don't think that's true.
No, because we watched
That's
it.
the
It was
other
that
guy.
other guy. We just watched that Bake Off.
The Bake Off, he was on there.
And he played Grip Hook and
Flitwick.
And Flitwick. And the main banker guy. He played 3 parts.
Right.
The one that you talk to when you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
That they kidnap.
Yeah.
Grip Hook. And Professor Flitwick.
Julia looks pretty good. Jamie Hayter's not staying on the ground.
Sophie's like, I never got into Pokemon. And Robbie says, big up my man in the chat who works in the world of Hollywood. Pickle says, I guess I'm happy for Ohio State. Meh.
I mean, I am just because it was Oregon. I don't like any Pac-10 teams except for Arizona State. And I mean the originals. That's USC, Oregon, Stanford, Oregon State.
Sophie says,
Arizona.
Adam Sandler dropped a little teaser for Happy Gilmore 2 on Christmas Day.
I seen it.
And Pickle says, welcome back, Julia Hart. And Vindicator says, eye candy baby, let's go. JH versus JH. I got JH winning. That being Julia Hart.
Yeah, I would assume Julia should win this. But Hayter, you know, I mean, they like her. She's been a champion before.
It's true.
I like
Robbie
her
says,
plaid pants. Or whatever those are. If you want to call
plaid?
those pants.
Oh, you meant the pants part.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's plaid. You're right. Robbie says Jamie Hayter looking scrumptious. Sophie says, with Vern Troyer dead, wonder how they will make the new Austin Powers movie that was rumored for a while.
Dude, if they make another Austin Powers movie, I'll be ecstatic. I don't know how you could do it. But hopefully they get this AI shit under control pretty quick and they can start doing movies without actors. I mean, it would save them millions. 20 million for the lead, 10 million for the backup lead. Julia Hart looks way better than she used to. I don't know what she was doing while she was gone, but she did something. I'd have to look at old tape.
Old tape.
Hey, Vicky. Vapor cool drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have crumbs all over you. And powdery ones, too.
So?
Just letting you know.
Okay.
Cool.
Bobby says,
Commercial.
so Bob and Co. should go after all titles. Bobby Lashley in the company.
Just be the belt collector that Kenny Omega's trying to be.
Like, collect him and then throw him in the trash. Like, I got that one. Throw it away.
We got the triple belts. We got the tag team belts. We got the United States tag team belts. We got the women's tag team belts. We got the United States women's tag team belts.
Robbie says, I refuse to watch Harry Potter. Okay.
That's fine.
Bronson says Steve Martin was 67 and his wife Anne Stringfield was 40 when they welcomed their first child
That's
into
awesome.
the world. Their daughter, Mary Martin, was born in December of 2012. She's 12 now.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, sometimes when you're later in life.
Trying to save my marriage. Can you call me closer to tip off?
You could tell your 180 grandkids. Good God. Sophie says Vern Troyer was in Harry Potter, but I don't remember the character. Piccolo says, that's amazing. Robbie says, that's a sparkly outfit. Robbie says, what's the ref's problem in the match? I don't know. Is he having a fit?
I mean, I'd have a problem if I was wrestling or watching this match close.
Bronson says Steve Martin is 79 and his wife is 52. Steve will be 85 when his daughter graduates from high school.
Hopefully.
Hopefully he lives that long. Sophie says with it being 25, a lot of shows or movies will be celebrating their 19th or 20th or 30th anniversary. Sophie says, do you think AI will work in wrestling in some way?
They could use it as a booker.
Robbie says they can't do wrestling gab with AI without D. LOL wouldn't work on the comments. Sophie says, I'm at 10th anniversary, stupid phone. Oh.
Yeah, I would just like to see AI take over some, do a full series, episodes and everything, and nobody's real.
Right.
But I want them to look real. I want people to really think they're real people.
Mm.
I don't want it to be awkwardly fake.
Robbie says it's got a hurt on the head, but just happened. The Vindicator says, Travis, who you think is stronger between Hayter and Statlander?
Statlander, probably. She's a little thicker girl.
Piccolo says, I am a bot. Or as they say in Canada, a boot.
He's in a boot.
Somebody says there's talk of a new Power Rangers movie.
Nice. I don't know anything about the Power Rangers. The only one that I've ever seen, there was some water, there were some cliffs, and they would jump in the water and then they swam under or something. They were in a quarry. It was a bunch of high school kids. I don't know if that rings a bell to anybody.
Vindicator says, I still hate Pip. It's so 2024. Robbie says, Canada, they say they are more elite than America. The ref keeps having a word with Jamie a lot. LOL, it's annoying. Thicker doesn't always mean stronger.
Yeah, I get that. But I was just thinking of her legs and her strength. I think she's a bigger human being. Like, she's just bigger. Julia, nobody was home, but she lands on her feet, rolls through.
Somebody says, if every show was under AI, then the strikes that happened last year probably would have meant for nothing.
That's fine. Like, that's the beauty of it, that AI isn't going to go on strike. And the money they would save, and they'd get rid of all the pedophilia problems and all that crap in Hollywood.
Trevor says, I bought something for my dog, and it ended up not fitting her.
Oh,
sad.
That's sucky. Uh-oh, look at this. White noise? What's she going to do? Look at the elbows to the cranium. Come on, Julia. I don't know what she's doing.
I have no idea.
Is she going to roll her up? It's like
I
Julia.
know, but it's like they forgot what they were doing.
It's like Julia all of a sudden had the advantage.
It's like, oh, hey, by the
Oh,
way,
neck breaker.
we're
Julia,
wrestling,
duck.
not practicing.
Oh, that could do it. 1, 2. No! Heart gets her heart up.
Oh my god.
Her heart's on that side, so it works. Those pounds on the side of her leg. Those are hits, not pounds. She doesn't have extra pounds on the side of her leg.
She has extra pounds. Just extra. So this is good night. See you Friday night. Hope you enjoy the rest of AEW garbage. Robin says, do you tempted to make a peanut butter milkshake one day? I've done it before.
You just put peanut butter in your ice cream or something and mix it?
Yeah, I would just make a milkshake.
Nice.
We've done it before.
Ooh.
Remember we made milkshakes with your... whatchamacallit? Your blender?
Yeah. Vitamix.
We had to be very careful though because it would melt it too much. When you first got it. Mm-hmm.
Julie, does she have an arrow?
Pickle says, wrap it up.
What the hell?
And Sophie says, I don't have Max anymore. That's alright.
Oh, she just misted her. That might do it. 1, 2, 3. Julia Hart wins it.
By spitting in her face.
She misted her. I think it looks clear. Julia Hart is special. Maybe 25's her year.
So there's stuff on the rings
Yes.
out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of it really got on Hater's face.
She had some green on her face.
Not a lot. I think that's why she went where she went, was so she could be like, oh, don't have anything in my eyes.
It.
Robbie says this is why I don't have respect for Esta, because when you see how much better Jamie is in comparison.
Over Esther, huh?
Okay, Robbie.
Oh. They're re-showing this. He beat Ospreay, and then Ospreay beat him. They're tied 1-1.
Yeah.
You'll have to kill me.
Here it is.
Yeah. They They both attack each other at the same time. That's it. Rocky 4.
Rocky 4.
It's a good one. I think it's probably actually better than the third one, even though I love the third one.
Yeah.
Has Hulk Hogan in it. He's Thunder Lips. And then Clubber Lang. Mr. T. He pities the fool.
Not the fool pity.
Yeah, he has a lot of fool pity.
Bronson says Eddie Murphy is 63. He has 10 children with 5 different women. His youngest son is 6 years old. He was born on November 30th, 2018. Eddie Murphy also became a grandfather in July of 2019.
Nice. He used to be one of my faves.
Robbie says ref didn't want to see. It is more truthful as to the ref didn't see it. Oh. Vindicator says that was a terrible ending, but they will wrestle 3 more times in stipulation matches.
Probably. 2 meal delivery kits.
Pico says, I don't know, that's some kind of cultural appropriation. Little white girls misting. What the fuck?
So many Tinas.
She did really good with her doubles. They all looked exactly like her. I couldn't even tell who was the real one.
No. The mountain hiker or the one sitting there in the studio.
Bronson says Eddie Murphy's oldest son was born in 1989 and his youngest son was born in 2018. Eddie's son, who was born in 89, is the one who is engaged to Martin Lawrence's daughter in real life.
Nice.
Cool. Robbie says, yeah, Jamie Hayter much better in the ring, better moves, better selling, as to just getting wins because the company pushing your narrative.
Joe Smo Show.
Well, Robbie, we all have a right to our opinions. Yours is just incorrect. Piggle says, oh, they have to build the highlights so the new Max viewers are caught up. Piggle says, wrong, Travis. That was Rocky 3. Drago was against Rocky in Part 4.
That's what I said.
Robbie says, but you didn't know that Eddie Murphy had a kid with Mel B from the Spice Girls. Robbie also says, white girls, is that a phrase you can still use in the big 2025?
Wait, hold on. Eddie Murphy had sex with a girl, whatever her name was.
Spice Girl?
Spice Girl? That was fucking great.
And a kid with her.
Just got her all pregnant and shit. No, Clubber Lang is the third one, and then Thunder Lips was the third one. That's what I was saying.
Bronson says Eddie Murphy can do a pretty good impression of Richard Pryor's laugh. Eddie Murphy paid Red Fox's funeral, which was very generous.
They're very generous. I like Red Fox.
Robbie says, and
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Do bandwagons, haha, oh yeah.
The Year of the Rainmaker. The best tournament wrestler alive. Why is there so many tournaments?
Well, Robbie, if you're talking about bandwagoning because I can see Esther wrestling and the way she does stuff is actually better than Jamie Hayter, then I guess I'm bandwagoning. But I'm going to tell you this. I've never been a huge fan of the EST of Esther. I didn't like her at the first, and I still kind of just don't really care for her. But I'm not going to say she's not talented because I don't like her.
CEO.
I can say that about the quitter that's on my TV right now, though.
Yeah, but she's not as talented as...
She's not talented.
Esther.
And she's garbage. Pico says Mel B was kind of hot back in the day. She
sure
reminded
was.
me of Downtown Julie Brown from MTV.
A little bit, huh? One of my faves.
Robbie's like, wrestling have the channel for all the big info on wrestling, Hollywood, and other sports.
Yeah, and food.
Well, that happens. You know, we gotta be diverse in this economy. Talk about her horrible outfit that she has on.
You don't
be
like
careful, you might trip over that weird thing that's hanging down off of your dress. It looks like it's put there on accident. She must not be having her ex make her clothes anymore. Her husband make her clothes anymore. She's like, well, I just want to wear garbage shit that doesn't fit right. So can I have somebody do... Oh, you could do that for me. That's good. Good fucking God.
You should
Why
hear
is
her
she
talk.
out there doing stuff? I don't want to know.
She's so bad at it.
Oh, God, I don't
Look at
want
her earrings.
It's why I don't have my earpiece in, by the way, because I can't stand her. Bronson says Eddie Murphy plays 7 characters in The Nutty Professor. His 7th character is named Lance Perkins, who is a parody of Richard Simmons. Yeah. Robbie says, but the quitter is talented, whether we want to admit it or not. In what way, Robbie? What's her supposed talent?
What kind of talent? You mean because she shakes her butt?
She doesn't even have one anymore. I don't even know how she can do that.
I know, her butt's kind of left.
She's very talented at quitting. Does that help? I mean, that is something you can be good at. And she is really good at that. So, I mean, that makes sense. I guess she is talented in some ways. People is like, she's stale. I mean, I personally just think it's just garbage. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan. And I'll forever not be a fan. No matter what.
Yeah.
I would take 50,000 other wrestlers. I would take Liv over this garbage face that's there.
I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, I could. I would rather listen to Liv talk than listen to anything this dumb bitch has to say. Bronson says, I like how Eddie Murphy uses different voices when he's playing multiple characters. Same with Mike Myers.
Mm-hmm.
True that. True
Very diverse.
That. Minicare's like, uh-oh, Duluth, I might need a 10-minute break from this garbage quitter video package. I'm just not paying attention. I have some stuff I could probably do. Although, I have hair all over me. Stuff all over my chest. Crumbs all over my shelf.
She's gonna wrestle on the 5th at Wrestle Dynasty against Mia Sherka.
Too bad. Hope Mina wins. Isn't that like one of the isn't that one of the in New Japan's things?
Yeah.
Oh, it needs to go back to somebody in New Japan. Give it back to Mina or something. Anyways, Vindicator's like, the quitter is still a better champ than Nia's Snacks.
No.
I don't think so.
Nia's okay. She's doing a pretty good job. Even though she's not that great of a wrestler.
Pico says, I bet Mina will pop out. Yeah, of her outfit. Robbie says she can wrestle in high-profile matches and sells her gimmick well and is what the people want, but I'm not the target audience. She can't really wrestle the high-profile matches that well. She doesn't sell her gimmick as much as or as good as you think she does. One, because she can't talk worth a poop. And 2, nobody in the audience really gives a shit that she's actually talking. So if she really was giving what people wanted, they'd actually care. But they don't. And Piccolo says, my eyes get so dry in the winter.
Yep.
Yeah, that happens. A lot of humidity is gone out of the air. I live in our area where it's like really dry all the time, and so winter it's even worse. Oh, good, she's gone and nobody came out to say anything.
No, it's over.
God. Yuck.
CEO.
Bronson says Eddie Murphy pays $35,000 a month in child support to Mel B for their daughter, Angel Iris.
Damn. Is she not working?
I guess not.
She must not have a job.
And Robbie says, yeah, you know how it goes. Hashtag money changes everything. That's what the champ says.
Yep.
Sure, that's it. Yeah, they put this weird group back together. Ew. Ugh. Now I'm gonna go throw up. He goes like, do you get HBO commercials when Picture in Picture appears? I don't know if they've done Picture in Picture for us.
Not yet.
But they've had ads. Pickle says, just curious, and Robbie says, you know what I mean? They are giving her them catchy slogans. Yeah, Robbie, they are, because it's not like the stupid bitch could come up with anything on her own.
Yeah, he pays a shit ton. Changed in 2020. Started out there.
Huh. Wow.
It's funny because his whole stand-up routine was about that.
She must have really took it to him. Like, well, I know you're going to be popular. Let's have a kid. And now I'm going to take you to court and take all your money.
He's got hundreds of millions. He's fine.
He's got 10 kids to take care of. Most of them he probably pays child support on. Plus alimony to whoever, probably money to the ladies too. I wonder how many of them he married.
Yeah, it was like his stand-up was about Johnny Carson's divorce. And yet then he goes and does the same thing.
Excuse me, sorry guys.
Old Jay White, mid-Carter, which is a shame. Who the fuck's gonna be in the main event tonight? Oh, Jon Moxley. And Edge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's that 6-win tag team thing.
Oh, God. With the FTR?
Yeah.
Robbie says, on another note, it's good to see Dr. Dre and Big Snoop Dogg are back with a new album.
They rap with their dentures in or out. What the fuck are they still doing music for? Dr. Dre's always done really good beats.
It's probably because Diddy got caught, so they have to do something.
They're trying to clear their name.
I'm kidding. I have no idea if Snoop Dogg was involved with that stuff. Who knows?
So Swerve against Jay White.
Hmm.
Ouch.
Oh, man.
Old Swerve.
Robbie says, I'd listen to it. It's really good. I would take Dre and Snoop at their age over these crackpot mumble rappers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, some of these young ones just sound like shit. And they don't even really say anything. They just repeat the same stupid line over and over and over again.
And their songs are like a minute and a half.
It's weird.
McKenna always used to say things about it too, and it's like, how's your music so long? And I'm like, it's like a 3.5 minute song.
Because they tell you a fucking story through the whole fucking thing. It's not like you're chanting Swerve's House the whole time like they do in their stupid songs, half of them.
Swerve.
I'm not kidding. That's the way it is, too.
Is this a 3 minute?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's Roderick Strong. Or Roderick Weak, whatever you want to call him.
Nobody cares.
Old snow in the future. How much snow are we supposed to get?
I don't know.
2?
1 to 3 inches.
Over the week or just tonight?
Today.
Damn. I should have made sure my 4-wheeler started. It's like a plow.
Did you buy something nice?
For $1?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I changed it to winter.
Not the winter!
It's a $1 one.
Did they give you a nice, thingy for it, too?
Like a ringtone?
Yeah.
I don't know if it came with one or not. Old Swerve. Swerve's house. Sorry. Right to the back of the neck. Roderick Strong trying to get busy. Kyle. Is that done? Tomorrow?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's for televisions?
Mm-hmm.
Then they just put it in the room you want it in? They don't connect it. They just put it in
They
the
don't.
room.
I mean, they probably would if you wanted them to, but you're not going to have them do that, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-mm. Cool. 3:30.
3:30 to 5:30.
I should be around.
An adult has to be here.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, I guess it'll be you.
People's like, what's this match now?
It is Jay White versus Roderick Strong versus Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, that guy.
Or Swerve Scott. Whatever they
I
call
feel
him.
like Swerve should win this whole thing. Robbie says Dr. Dre Snoop brings the G-Funk back. So,
era.
if there's picture-in-picture right now, we don't have it. Just so you're aware, Picola.
Just a full commercial
so
for us.
So if you have picture-in-picture on TNT, we have full commercial. Just saying.
And it's a Vicks commercial. Now it's a Bounce commercial.
Yes, all about laundry and putting Vicks on yourself. Robbie's like, Dr. Dre Snoop brings the G-Funk back. Bronson says Kanye West has to pay $200,000 a month on child support.
To the Kardashian? Isn't she richer than he is?
Yes. You would think. Pico says, come on, Tony, stop dreaming about Britt Baker and call the match. Robbie says, my man looking like someone from the Migos jumping about in his sparkling suit. And Hassan Terrell is in the chat. Hey, Hassan, good to see us. Happy New Year to you. Says, hi there, guys. Happy New Year. Robbie says, Kanye, good job. He has cash on the hip then, ain't it? And Pico says, swerve, LOL, only man to Gritty after a top rope elbow. Robbie says, oh, what's wrong about dreaming about Britt Baker? You don't want to be caught slipping dreaming about Shayna Baszler. Hey, Chris likes Shayna, okay? Bronson says Kanye West has 4 children, has to pay $200,000 in child support for each child.
No
That's
way.
$800,000 a month of child support altogether.
There's no way anybody pays that much, really.
If he is, he's getting fucked.
I mean, I get that he's a billionaire, but your billion's not going to last too long when you're paying $1 million a month. That's $12 million a year.
Robbie says, I got pictures and pictures now on TBS. Yeah, picture in picture? Yeah, we just have ads.
Oh, damn. We're getting screwed.
So we don't
know what's happening.
So
this
Max
match could end right now.
doesn't allow you to see what's happening in picture. So that is a downfall.
I love that they tell you it's an ad. It's an ad.
Well, you can't have people thinking it's real shit, Travis. Robbie says, I'm not an American and I got a better stream of how that working out.
Who knows? This is just on the Max.
We just thought we'd try the Max.
Right now they're like, we're still in an ad break, but we don't have an ad, so we're just going to leave it quiet for you. Oh, we're back. All 3 of them are up in the corner together. Looks like they're all nesting together.
Ew.
Oh! All 3 men fall off the top.
Piccolo said, everybody was outside. Roddy put the boot on Swerve, and then he threw White back into the ring.
Nice.
Well, there you go. Now we know what happened. Robbie's like, there is some in-ring action. Yeah, they came back with them all being inside the ring.
Yeah, right in the corner. The backdrop.
Not the backdrop.
Uh-oh. Swerve hits Jay White. And then goes after Roderick Small. Again to Roderick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, broke his back. It's like Roderick he's the one that just doesn't fit in the match. Who's the one that doesn't fit? Well, 2 of them are stars, and the other one is Roderick Strong. Whose house? Swerves. Uh-oh, rolls through. Oh, right into a backstabber into the front. I don't know if you call that a front stabber or what. Oh, Jay misses with it. Up, down, all around. Roderick, chicken wing. 1, 2. Jay White kicks out just in the nick of time. Before he got his hands across his state line.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, every time I think of In the Nick of Time, I always think of that song.
Pickle's like, I fill the blanks. That's what I do, y'all. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Robbie says, how heavy on the back is it to keep fall like that?
Yeah.
To, have a fall like that? Are you saying words that mean things?
Yeah, how heavy is it? How bad is that on your back to fall? It's terrible. Oh, shit. I think it'd be worse for your neck than your back.
Right?
Because they land pretty flat. And these rings are really bouncy. Now, granted, the whole ring is one solid piece, but the whole thing bounces up and down. So it is dangerous. It's just, if you land flat, you're pretty safe. So Swerve's the only guy just available to wrestle, and he's just sitting on the top rope now, I guess. Oh, he got down.
Well, maybe he was waiting to get his opportunity.
Soccer style kick. Is that first hour over yet? Yeah.
Robbie says AEW with a half decent match.
Yeah.
People's like, I had fallen off military trucks before with a flak jacket on. Must have been 6 feet. Ugh. I mean, it jolts you. That's for fucking sure, I would imagine.
Oh my god, look at...
Oh no.
Oh, he stabbed him. He stabbed him with a pair of scissors. Is he a scissor daddy?
Is this toilet paper boy?
Yeah.
Not the toilet paper guy.
So he stabbed him. He shanked him. I didn't know Ricochet was so blind. Did you see the thickness of those glasses he had on?
No, I wasn't really looking at him.
Oh, like a half-inch, 3/4-inch thick glasses.
Oh no.
Uh-oh! Sister Abigail! 1, 2, 3. Well, that's it. Jay White wins.
That's fine. Pigo says, yeah, I was out of breath. I bet it knocked the breath out of you. Bronson says, back in 2002, a lot of Harry Potter fans went to see the 2002 live-action version of Scooby-Doo just to see the trailer for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
That's awesome.
And Pigo says, gold scissors. And Brandon Stevens is in the chat. Hey, Brandon, good to see you. Says, Brandon Stevens married Jamie Hayter. And Pigo says, what's that all about? I don't know, but people should have threw toilet paper at him some more so he'd get all upset.
Look at Ricochet. Oh, he's taking off his clothes.
Supposedly he's there.
He's right there.
Supposedly he's there.
You just don't want to look up.
I'm not watching anything to do with Toilet Paper Boy. I feel like that's a good name for him.
He's got a prison shank.
Toilet Paper Boy. Toilet Paper Boy. Toilet paper!
Prince has got a knife to his throat.
Not the knives.
Look at this. This is like a prison movie.
Prison movies. Toilet Paper Boy.
Oh, he's stabbing him. Oh, he's goring him.
Oh,
he's
no.
cutting his forehead.
Oh, no. How dare he do such a horrible...
There's blood everywhere. Ricochet's got blood all over him now. He's got blood on his hands.
Oh, no.
What, did he drop the knife?
The gold scissors?
Yeah. A gory scene. Looks like a murder scene is what it looks like. Looks like something off a Monk. Nana's trying.
Oh no, he threw him down.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get nailed.
Oh,
Nana's done.
Jeez.
Oh no, not to his back.
Robbie's like, was that the original name for the move just used to win? The Sister Abigail? I don't know.
That's what Bray used. That's all I know.
Pico says, damn it, do something, Nana. And then he did, and he got hurt. Robbie says, Ricochet, what a loser. That's Toilet Paper Boy. Vindicator says, looks like they're turning Rico into Moxley or Mariah.
Oh, he's just headbutting him over and over. He's trying to split his head open.
Oh, no.
With the brain damage.
This is dumb.
Isn't Ricochet supposed to be doing flips right now? Not headbutting bloody people?
I have no idea, but the guy on the outside, Sock Puppet Boy, he isn't sure how to say anything about it, so who knows?
Here it comes. Oh, he untucked his shirt.
Oh, he made
a clothesline. Look at him, he's just covered in blood.
Oh, no. Not the blood covering. No.
He's smiling.
As long as he's insane.
O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
In the membrane.
So Adam Cole comes out.
Ugh.
Ricochet's laughing like he turned crazy all of a sudden.
Why is there a screaming person out in the audience? It's creepy and
That's
weird.
what people do.
Do they though? Do they? Rob is like, tomato ketchup on the shirt. Vindicator says it's kind of interesting since Toilet Paper Boy was never a heel in that other place.
Yeah. Immediately a heel.
Bronson says Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix are the only 2 movies in the series to not receive any Academy Award nominations. Huh. Kegel says Toilet Paper Boy got the bloody shirt hill heat. Robbie says that's not real blood, that's some fake blood packets they use. Bronson says Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is the only Harry Potter movie to have a post-credit scene. Oh. Feels like, wow, I'm unsure.
There's the blood.
So unsure right now.
Because of the blood?
Because of all of it. I'm just unsure. As Pickle is, too. We're all unsure. Nobody knows.
It's devastating.
It is devastating. I was like, does anyone know any films outside Harry Potter? No, that's the only ones anybody knows. Just saying.
Let's think of another movie. No, there is no other movie.
Exactly. I don't even know why you thought you would find something outside of it. There's no such thing.
Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the millennial one.
No. Absolutely.
The millennial trilogy is a no-no.
No in the nose. No.
No.
Bronson says Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is the only Harry Potter movie to receive an A+ from Cinema Score. Huh. Robbie's like, I know, that's Dee's favorite film. Sure, buddy. Sure it is. Pickle says, I know Ernest Goes to Hogwarts. That count?
That's a good one.
I like that one, too. It's nice.
He's like, let me tell you something, Vernon. You know what I mean, Vern?
Right?
I just like the books. I could care less about the movies. I want to see the series, but I'm really worried about it, so I'll have to wait till the casting's done.
True.
I'm sure I'll still watch it, but they're trying to stay true to the story.
Yeah, and if they're trying to stay true to the story, then they're going to have to follow, if there's descriptions of characters, to follow the description of the character.
That's not happening. Yeah, most everybody's going to look at it from the movies to the series, because a lot of people don't read.
True.
And they're going to be like, oh, the movies were so good. They're part of my life, my childhood, blah, blah, blah. I love Harry Potter. I never read the books. And then they're going to watch the series and be like, I don't understand why they're doing all that. So stupid. So you're going to get a lot of complaints.
I hope so.
From both sides.
Robbie's like, you said it was. I was like, I'm guessing someone in the chat has a man crush on the goofy kid in the film of Dodgy John Lennon Specs. Well, he comes from your country, so it would make sense that you'd be the one.
Daniel Ratcliffe, or whatever his name is. Ratcliffe.
Robbie probably has a poster of him in his room.
Does it have his John Hancock on it?
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Jeff Jarrett going to give us his announcement?
Oh, there he is. Piccolo says that's the same effect. Bronson says Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is the first Harry Potter movie to feature Dementors. J.K. Rowling based the Dementors on her battle with depression. Pickle says, with The Shining as a movie compared to the Stephen King novel. Ooh, there's a lot of movies comparative to books that you could do that do not live up to the book content.
Never read it. The Shining. I've never read any of his books.
Stevens?
Mm-hmm.
Me neither. We're unbreakable.
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 It's so weird they even gave him this, like, platform. There's his boots. It's Julia.
What does that even mean? Is he retiring or something?
She can't say anything negative about the women's division.
It's great, and I'll tell you why it's great. Because of me. All me. I made it great.
They can't remember who they are. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Who's next? You can't touch her, but she wants to see us try to touch her.
Ew.
So she said. Uh-oh, Jeff Jarrett's coming out to the ring. Is he going to leave his boots and walk away?
Well, it says D, so how many days does your spaghetti last? It depends on if I eat it all the time.
That's like the shittiest guitar I've ever seen in my life. It's getting broken.
Oh, definitely. Peagle says, what a damn shame, hate TK for not giving Jay Lethal any love. Robbie says, depends on scripts and casting, I guess. And Bronson says Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is the first Harry Potter movie in the franchise to have any rainy scenes at Hogwarts. Vindicator says, my baby Mariah is going to be in a world of trouble against Statlander, but she would still beat her.
I don't even want to see Statlander in the picture.
Robbie says, why do people hate Jay Lethal so much? Is he really that bad?
I like Jay Lethal. I love the Randy Savage stuff that he was doing for years.
Picola says, who's going to be Double J's final feud?
Sting. Just kidding.
Sting. I thought he was already gone. Robbie says, LOL, so you eat 5 plates of spaghetti in one day? Well, you could. They don't have to be big plates. It could be little plates. You know, half a cup of spaghetti every plate. That's not bad. 5 plates in a day.
A lot of carbs.
It's a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
A half a cup of spaghetti? Not really. If you ate five plates of it in a day, and you ate half a cup,
Right.
like, so you took a half a cup.
So you'd have to look up whatever 2.5 cups of spaghetti is.
Yeah, that's not that big deal. That's probably what I ate for lunch today. It'd just be over time instead of all in one sitting. Ponies.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there ponies on the TV?
Mm-hmm.
Braun says, "Is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince are the only 2 Harry Potter movies not to feature Voldemort." Robbie says, "How is your boy Double J still going? He's got to be giving up soon." I have no idea, dude. Is anybody in this room a fan?
Of Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah. Exactly.
I have his autograph.
So that's on you, Ravi, to figure that out, bud. Robert says, "Dude, that's impressive eating." Oh yeah, totally. So much. Whatever. He probably ate 5 times that much in one sitting. Yeah.
Yeah. He started a company. TNA. He's talking about AJ Styles, Samoa Joe.
Brings him to tonight, people.
Just retire.
Do it. Just put him down and run away.
Nobody cares. If he wasn't on here, nobody would remember who he was.
It's probably true. I mean, unless you follow those other places.
Mm-hmm.
You know, watch some of the indie stuff from back in the old days and whatnot. Vindicator says, "I bet on this very day Travis is a better basketball player than Jeff Jarrett." Good God.
No,
Bronson
he's
says,
not doing it.
Bronson says Remus Lupin is one of J.K. Rowling's favorite Harry Potter characters. She said if she had the opportunity to meet any of her characters, she would choose to meet Remus Lupin. Robbie says, exactly, do no one cares for Double J, or no one who is still watching wrestling will care. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, starting his own company and doing what he did didn't, you know, give good stuff, but geez.
Is he going to wrestle? Mariah May?
Gonna go to Moxley.
No, we don't want to see that.
Well, there
That's
you go.
not really a resolution. It's like a goal. A resolution is something you can do.
It's true. Robbie says, D, just say it how it is. Double J is a has-been and it's finished! He might be.
Was he and ever was?
It won't take much for John Moxley's group to beat him down constantly.
I just want to know if he was and ever was. Because he wasn't in WCW.
Right.
He was the Ric Flair wannabe type. I know he was in WWF for a while. I don't know how good he was there. And then he booked himself in TNA, so if he was world champion, I mean, he owned it. So, was he ever was?
Was he ever was?
Was he and ever was?
Was he a was and he ever was? And you're like, come on, my guy Jeff, you're too old. Have to have a world title run. Stop it.
I mean, if anything, be a TV champion and go after Garcia.
God, they have this weirdo. Robbie's like, this segment is funny then. And Vindicator says this is almost as bad as Phillip Brooks wanting to be world champion over there. Right. Oh no, he choked his son. In the middle of New York City.
There's nobody worse on the mic than Hook. Nobody. He's bad. He's worse than Sasha. Liv.
He was saying words that whole time.
I don't know. I took my earpiece out.
I don't listen, so.
He's bad.
I don't really care. So dumb.
2 weeks from tonight at Maximum Carnage.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh, they're in Ohio.
They should just name every one of their shows.
Yeah, they should just name them all. Constantly.
Hobbs.
Morons.
He lost on Saturday.
Not surprising.
To Keshta.
And then here says, well, Travis, I guess at All In, we could see Jeff versus Edge for the world title.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God, please no.
That's not happening.
Bronson says it was kind of mean-spirited when Ron's spell reflected back on him and made him throw up slugs. I thought it was funny when Gilderoy Lockhart's spell reflected back on him. It's sad he lost his memory. He was happier, though. I mean, he didn't care. He thought it was great either way, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
It really didn't make any difference for Gilderoy Lockhart.
Lockhart was an evil bastard anyway.
He was very mean and evil.
He was trying to literally erase children's minds.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, the minute he did that, I didn't feel bad.
Uh-huh.
The minute he did that, I was like, yeah, nope. Robbie says, LOL, haha, D fully took the headphones out. You know it's bad. Travis took them out.
Look at this. Hobbs going 2-on-1.
I take mine out not to listen to the quitter lady. I can't stand her.
Oh, Hobbs got him over. Look at this.
Also, if that weird
weird
Bebe guy comes out and talks, I can't.
I don't even know what these guys are. I don't even know if you'd call them jobbers.
Are these guys just groupies from
I think they're
wherever
locals.
they're at? Houston?
They got out on the
wherever?
sidewalk. Fentanyl boys.
Oh, God. Good Lord.
Tom Cruise's brother, maybe? Something Cruise? It's over. It doesn't matter.
Oh, gosh. Wow, that was so great. I'm so glad they got to show that for us.
I don't understand why you would do that match. He's not new. If anything, do that with, like, Roderick Strong's buddies. Or Adam Cole's buddies, whatever they are. At Chris Young or whatever, and the other guy. Or these two. No, nor should he.
Laughed here.
He kind of is like just a bigger edge.
This Costco sells diabetes.
Nice. It's not every day you can get diabetes.
They're like, here's a daily diabetes. What? Ah. Oh my goodness. Robbie says this guy looking like Biggie going in strong. Mr. Hobbs?
Oh, yeah.
Vindicator says, well, everyone, I'm glad we made it to another first of the year. Let's grind through another 364 days and stay sassy, salty, savvy, and any other fancy word that begin with S. LOL. Take care, everyone, and see you all next week. Savage.
Savage.
All right, then. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Happy New Year! I don't know what your resolutions are or if you made any, but if you did, hopefully you can complete them.
And have them last longer than 2 weeks.
Bronson says it looked painful when Ron's spell reflected back on his and sent him backwards. It looked extremely painful when Gilderoy Lockhart's spell reflected back on him and made him slam into the rocks.
Probably.
Pickle says, I'm making a quick grilled cheese. Will you make me one too? That'd be great. Robbie says, what the fuck was this match all about? It wasn't evenly matched. It was 2-on-1. What are you talking about? It was totally...
Sweet Daddy
Siki?
I don't know who that is.
Who's Sweet Daddy Siki? Anybody know who that is? He died. I'm surprised that we didn't get told by somebody else. He was an older guy. He was actually pretty old. He was at least in his 90s. 33.
He was a music singer, too.
Huh.
Country music.
Really? Well, I feel bad now that I don't know who he is. Did you ever find your checks?
Didn't look. Do you need me to Venmo you?
I'll take too many days.
No. It's fine.
I need to find your...
They're just in that dresser. Not close. Brave. Crazy. Look at him with that belt.
He was a pro wrestler and a singer.
Well, obviously he's a wrestler. They have him a wrestler. It's a pretty cool belt. That's right. Just repeats. I'm researching Sweet Daddy Siki. We have a full commercial.
Commercial break! Bronson says, I always find it funny when Ron keeps telling his broomstick to come up and ends up smacking him in the face eventually from the first movie.
Yeah.
And Robbie says, Moxley, is he better now than he was in WWE?
Different, but not better. Probably has more experience.
Robbie says, I'm relying on you to tell us who that guy was who died. Bronson says Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban was the lowest grossing Harry Potter movie. I can't remember.
It was a lot of people's favorite book.
It's probably why it was so low in grossing, because they didn't follow anything.
Yeah, it was a bad movie compared to the book. It's a really good book. I don't like the time travel part, but they got rid of time travel, so it's all good. You lost.
Nothing losing.
Holidays only at the Bon Marché.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
No, everybody wants it. I guess when you don't see it, I guess it's more coveted.
So who's going to be the heel? John might just give it to you. He don't care about it. It's about time MJF wants his title back. Here comes the Death Raiders. Oh, Riders. Sorry. Not Raid. That's it. The main event. You ready for it? Arguably the greatest match ever. So ominous. Is there anything you like in the movies better than the books?
No.
Nothing? They made the Quidditch matches longer and more important in the movies.
Yeah, but
the books were just like, hey, we're playing Quidditch and it's over and this happened. Yeah, what else? Is there anything in the chamber? Let's see. Let's go through them first. We got the mirror one with the elixir of life, the sorcerer's stone, philosopher's stone, whatever they call it.
Mm. I would say no, because, I mean, even with the Quidditch stuff, you know, you think about it, and they didn't have Quidditch, like, stuff for, like, almost the last 3 books of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, they didn't. Like,
they don't in the movies either.
That's what I mean, though. Like, I mean, like, in the books, like, she dwindles out Quidditch because they're doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
And one, like, the one person takes over and gets rid of Quidditch, basically. Yeah. So it doesn't even matter. He's not in it, so it doesn't matter. And then he's not there for his last year, basically.
No.
So, you know.
With the Caros. And
right. And they didn't really do Quidditch then either.
Probably not, yeah.
Because of all the Voldemort stuff. And the year before that, he was doing all that stuff with Dumbledore. So he didn't really have a chance to play Quidditch.
I was just going to go through one at a time. So the first movie, or book, or whatever, The Stone. Do you like it better in the book, how he goes to Diagon with Hagrid? Or do you like how he does it in the movie?
I like the books. On all counts, I'll say the books every time.
Well, yeah, but there's got to be like a couple parts
not
that
for
would
me.
Like, oh.
Like, not for me. There's nothing that they did in the movies. I mean, maybe how they maybe have depicted some stuff, like that followed the book, perhaps. But most of it, I can tell you right now that I'll be like, yeah, no.
Right. So, like, I don't like how in the movies Hagrid just has him at Diagon and then all he has to do is get on the train and leave.
Uh-huh.
I like in the books that he has to ask his uncle, and his uncle laughs at him because there's no such thing as,
9 3/4.
9 3/4.
Yeah, because they made a big deal about it.
And then he goes, and then, Miss Weasley helps him through the barrier.
Yep.
They don't really show that too much in the movies.
Mm-mm.
Okay, what's the next big thing that happens? Oh, meeting Draco Malfoy.
Mm-hmm.
Did he meet him in the movie?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bronson says, I thought it was hilarious when Professor Snape cast Expelliarmus at Gilderoy Lockhart and sent him backwards. I thought it was hilarious when Hermione punched Malfoy in the 3rd movie.
Yeah.
Bronson says, MJF also stands for Michael J. Fox, of course. Robbie says, we're going to see the spin tonight. Bronson says, it would have been cool to see the Quidditch match scenes in the movie theater in 3D. Dobby's bludger made Harry break his arm during the Quidditch match in the 2nd movie. And who is your favorite Dumbledore? Richard Harris or Michael Gambon? The first one.
I don't care either way. To me, I didn't even notice they were different. I know my
did,
mom
just
likes
because
the
of how
first
they made
guy.
him all sippy. He was weird. Like, the next guy just played it weirder than the first one. I like the first guy better.
All I know is I didn't like Dumbledore in the movies at all.
I didn't like Hermione in the fucking movies.
Well, they
made her in the movies so much.
They made her a know-it-all, and they took all the credit away from Harry, because half the shit she did, Harry did.
Yeah, she didn't do it. She may have been book smart and learned things, but...
She knew Harry was better than her at being a what he was.
Yeah.
And she brings it up to him several times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why she wants him to teach them the Dark Earth.
Yeah.
Defense against the Dark Earth.
Yeah. Robbie says, so this match will show who is the toughest.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure will.
Edge. Edge is the toughest.
Well, he
Rudeness,
has a,
tootness.
you know, he came down on his rascal, so he's a little more, you know, rusted. Robbie's like, I care to know who you liked, D. This is actually a good main event.
It is. Edge is okay. He should be in there against a better competitor than Cesaro.
True.
Maybe Moxley. I mean, Edge is the best out of everybody in there, right? And then you would go Moxley second, and then Cesaro third, and then both FTR guys, and then Wheeler Yuta. Right? Like, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But how much better is Edge than Cesaro and Moxley? And is that enough to carry them through? Because if Edge gets a hold of Wheeler Yuta and there's chaos going on, Wheeler Yuta's going to be the one that gets pinned.
Oh, yeah. He'll be dead.
And I'm assuming that's what's going to end up happening.
Oh,
Maria
no.
Shafir wants a little Beth Phoenix, I guess.
I guess.
Get us some Beth.
Bronson says Hermione fixed Harry's glasses in the first movie and in the second movie. Robbie says Edge living up to his name these days. Pledge? And Robbie says, actually, I don't give a rat's patootie, as you would say, D, on Dumbledore.
Yeah, Dumbledore to me in the books was fantastic. In the movies, he's really weird.
Yeah.
And in that fourth one, in the chamber, or the pot of races, or whatever the fuck it's called, the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
They he like physically grabs Harry and like shakes him, and
Yeah, he never would have
There's-
done that.
no fucking way he would touch a kid.
Not just that, but there's no way he would have ever done that to Harry.
To anybody.
Because he knew immediately, the minute that Harry's name showed up in that goblet, that someone's trying to kill him.
That there's problems, not.
Not that he did it.
Mhm.
Like, oh, you did it, you little bastard. Like, how'd you do it, you little son of a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
You little dumb dodo head, you little jerk.
Right? I mean, when Dolores is touching the one girl with the scars on her face,
Uh-huh.
Dumbledore gets angry. He like stands up and says, "You touch her again, and you're gonna."
Yeah, he does. In the books.
Yeah.
He gets furious.
You're going to get fucked up,
Yeah, like, you don't touch the future.
Dolores.
You don't touch the future.
Touch my students.
Yep. Yeah, I have the hardest time.
Shacklebolt said something to her also, and he's on her side. Kind
Uh-huh. We think. Like, you're a bastard too. We all hate you.
You heard it. You heard it. Let's arrest him. Oh no, you're under the impression that I'm gonna go with you. What's the word? Peacefully. I love that word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard because I read the books before I saw the movie.
Me too.
And I enjoy the books. Like, poof potty pads. There you go.
Poof.
We need to get some poof. Poof. Yeah, it's hard because, like, and they also don't depict his relationship with his aunt, especially at the end in the movies, like they did the book. Like, she actually really cared about him. And it wasn't because she was coerced into doing it. She was just jealous that she wasn't, she didn't get to go too. That was her biggest, she wanted to go too. That was it. She didn't want to be left behind.
That's why her son got everything and Harry didn't, was because of the jealousy, because his mom got everything.
Which she thought she got everything, but she didn't. Like, they didn't, it's not like they treated her badly because she didn't go to that school or something. She just thought she got something more. Yeah, it's really hard because, like I said, it's hard to sit there and say, because the books are just, you can use your imagination so much, and the movies they've already told you the story how they want you to see the story, and that's it. So there's nothing more to it, and so I enjoy the movies for what they are, but I don't sit there and go, oh yeah, they did that so much better and depicted it better than they ever could have in a book, and it's like, yeah, no. Not even a little bit.
Florida Liqueur needed to be 30 times prettier.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, there were so many things that they could have done in the movies better, and they didn't. Just little things that would have and they didn't have to make them longer by any means. Just things they could have done better. They would have just made them more phenomenal.
Just better storytelling.
But they didn't. They wanted to project their own story in it, so that's what happened.
Yeah. They screwed the pooch. I was so excited for that last movie.
Right?
When I was watching the movies. We got through, there's 8, right? Or something. And so
yeah, basically. There's the 7, but there's 2 parts to 7.
So I watch it. And I finished Deathly Hallows Part 1. And I'm like, it ends at when Voldemort breaks into Dumbledore's tomb to get the Death Stick, the Wand of Destiny. And you're like, holy shit. Because in the book, when you get to that point, from that second forward is all action in the book. There's nothing, there's no non-act. I mean, it's all exciting.
Yep.
And so I'm like, fuck, this is going to be so good, that second movie. It's just going to blow the doors off of it. Like, it's going to be the greatest movie ever told. And they just missed the mark. I mean, the main fight still irritates me. Harry and Voldemort all by themselves outside, and they're flying around and shit. I'm like, what? No. None of that happened.
Yep.
The castle comes alive, basically, and starts fucking people up.
Bronson says the Dursleys weren't featured in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire because actors who played the Dursleys in the first 3 movies wanted more money.
Were they not in the other movies? I can't remember. I like in the movie.
They were the same people that I saw.
There is one part in the movies that I like that's not anywhere near the books, that isn't even part of the story. It's in the Half-Blood Prince, I believe. That's when they get Slughorn. Half-Blood? Right?
I think so.
Yeah. It's after Umbridge is gone. Yeah, because they moved Snape to Defense Against the Dark Arts. Is the very beginning of that, and he's talking to that really pretty girl at in the coffee shop.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then Dumbledore shows up and takes him. That's not in the books, by the way. That doesn't really happen, but it's fantastic. She's all pretty, and I'm like, there you go, Harry. She even told him when she gets off, and so you're just expecting like this. It's just beautiful, and nothing happens from it, and it's just like, oh.
I think they even had Dumbledore in that say something to him about it too.
Right. It's that part I like in the movie. They could, added a little bit more.
Yeah.
Love interests, I guess.
Robbie says I'm more interested in this match and the lady who just interfered in the match. Marina Shafir. Robbie says, all this touching of students. Thank God I didn't watch Harry Potter, lol. Bronson says, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 are PG-13. Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber, Prisoner, and Half-Blood are all PG. Bronson says, the woman who plays Uncle Vernon's sister in Prisoner of Azkaban also plays the principal in Matilda. Robbie says, Matilda is a dated film. Any current films you can recommend about from these wizard films? This match going in Dax. Who knew he could move so quickly?
The principal in Matilda is like a big lady, isn't she? Miss Trunchbull?
Miss Trunchbull.
And who is she?
Vernon's sister.
Oh, yeah, it is her. He blows up his aunt.
Bronson says, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your New Year. Take care. Well, thanks, Bronson.
All right, we'll
see you on Friday, bud. Have a good rest of your night, hun. Thanks for all the movie facts. They were cool. Although I do have questions about the whole Dursleys. Pretty sure they're in that. The Goblet of Fire. There's no way that they're not in it. They're in it every time.
Well, the Goblet of Fire starts out in the movie at the Weasleys.
Shack. Does it start at the Weasleys?
I'm pretty sure so they can go to the Quidditch World Cup.
I thought he was still at home and they had to let him go.
Yeah, but I think in the movies they just start it. He's already at the what do they call that place? The Burge?
The Burrow?
Burrow.
As Rabbit says, this looks like it's not going to end well. Now Claudio has got involved. I thought he could be involved. I thought it was a 3-on-3.
It is 3-on-3.
What are you talking about, Robbie? You're being weird.
I just want to see Beth show up and attack Shafir. I think the crowd would go crazy.
Right? She came out and
It'd be
attacked
great
her.
booking.
Like, what the fuck are you doing hitting my husband? I'll kill you, bitch.
Even having her in the stands. Because she's a big lady. She's strong. Not big like fat, but big like strong. But who knows? Maybe they had another baby I don't know about or something.
Could have, I guess.
The Glamazon. There's a reason she's the Glamazon. Last time we saw her in a ring was in WWE, and she got concertoed by Damian Priest.
It's true.
Right? It was Damian and Rhea, that group. Right? Lost you. Alright, tag him in. Let's get this shit over with. They going over? Figured the new year they'd start and not go over.
So, yeah, I guess the Goblet of Fire, they decided to cut the scene where Harry is at home with the Dursleys and instead start the film with Harry at home.
Oh.
Or at school.
School.
And he doesn't show up, they don't show up in the Half-Blood Prince.
What about the Order of the Phoenix?
Yeah, they were in 5 of the
okay.
film adaptations.
They're in the Order of the Phoenix. Right? Which one are they not in?
Goblet of Fire and Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, Half-Blood. Yeah, it makes sense, the Half-Blood. That's the one I was telling you about where he's with the pretty girl at the restaurant. That's how that one starts. And then Dumbledore picks him up there and takes him to get Slughorn. Nobody. You know, I know a lot of people love Darby and they were all sad when he died and shit. I fucking hated Darby.
Dobby?
Yeah, Darby the House Elf.
Dobby the House Elf.
I did. The whole time I was like, she just killed that little bastard. He got his arm broken. He got him beat up by a fucking tree.
Yeah.
Although that was just stupidity on their own part. But still.
All because he couldn't say who was after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. He almost gets him killed multiple times. Because of his own whatever elf crap. So what it is the Dursley people didn't ask for more money. That wasn't a thing. What it was is they just cut the scenes. And I guess if they talked to the agent of the guy who played Mr. Dursley, he was very sad about it. That they had cut it. But they were like, well, the book's really long, so we get it. But, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, is they took those first 2 3 movies,
Uh-huh.
and they made them into the books.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, the books get massive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like 3 times bigger.
Yep.
And they're still trying to make the same amount of time movie. It's like they're loaded with information.
Robbie says, AEW, can we expect quality like this every Wednesday? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
People says, come on, camera dude, catch up. Robbie's like, the cameraman, amateur. Maybe they got a new guy. Maybe he's not really the camera guy. Maybe he's somebody who's going to attack somebody out there. Turn apart the desk, throwing people on it.
My big question is, when is Cesaro and Moxley going to have their feud? I feel like they're like really similar wrestlers, really similar look.
They got to get to a point where they really don't like each other. Robbie's like, 1,000-page book, yeah? No. Harry Potter books aren't that long.
No, I don't think they get that big. Maybe 750, 800.
I don't know how long
Half-Blood Prince
is. Maybe.
The long one.
I don't know how many pages the longest one is.
Pretty sure it's Half-Blood Prince. Oh, look at that Sister Abigail right in the center of the ring. Look at Edge is going to get in the ring and pin him. We already called this anyway, so it's fine. Oh, God, he speared him.
Order of the Phoenix. It's the longest book.
Oh.
In the Harry Potter series. Had 766 pages in the UK version and 870 pages in the US version.
Like, because of the text size?
Maybe.
Because I know there's not that many more words. Jesus. That's 200 pages. There's no way there's that much of a difference in the books. I do have the British version of one of them. Which one is it?
So he did. He got Wheeler Yuta. He was the one that got pinned.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. People's like, bro, Wheeler was knocked into a quarter mile. Oh, Bobby's like, Mox with some dumb energy. People's like, oh, FTR Wheeler. My bad. Yeah. Old Wheeler got the old Edge treatment, I guess. Travis is like, Wheeler Yuta's going to get pinned. If he's out there in any way, he's getting the pin. He's garbage.
He's the shit one.
I know.
Well, it's over.
Supposedly.
Who died? DRW?
I don't know who that is.
Did you take your... Oh, you saw... What did he say?
He didn't say a word or anything. He just blah blah and then kissed it. I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of AEW Dynamite for this week. His very first one of the year. And as Travis looked up, they will not only start the year, but end the year this year of 2025. Anyways, we'll be back again on Friday for SmackDown. Don't forget, everybody, SmackDown is starting to be 3 hours this Friday. But we will see you then. You guys have a good rest of your week. And Happy New Year to all. And we look forward to spending the year with you.
We'll see you on Friday. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye.